Good afternoon. Our first reading this morning, actually this afternoon, I just said it this afternoon. Our first reading is from Psalm 29, a psalm of David. You divine beings, give to the Lord. Give to the Lord glory and power. Give to the Lord the glory due his name. Bow down to the Lord in holy splendor. The Lord's voice is over the waters. The glorious God thunders. The Lord's voice is over the mighty waters. The Lord's voice is strong. The Lord's voice is majestic. The Lord's voice breaks cedar trees. Yes, the Lord shatters the cedars of Lebanon. He makes Lebanon jump around like a young bull, makes Syrian jump around like a young wild ox. The Lord's voice unleashes fiery flames. The Lord's voice shakes the wilderness. Yes, the Lord shakes the wilderness of Kadesh. The Lord's voice convulses the oaks, strips the forests bare. But in his temple everyone shouts glory. The Lord sits enthroned over the floodwaters. The Lord sits enthroned, king forever. Let the Lord give strength to his people. Let the Lord bless his people with peace. And our second reading is from the book of Job, chapter 39, verses 13 through 25. The ostrich's wings flap joyously, but her wings and plumage are like a stork. She leaves her eggs on the earth, lets them warm in the dust, then forgets that a foot may crush them or a wild animal trample them. She treats her young harshly as if they were not hers, without worrying that her labor might be in vain. God didn't endow her with sense, didn't give her some good sense. When she flaps her wings high, she laughs at horse and rider. Did you give strength to the horse, clothe his neck with a mane, cause him to leap like a locust, his majestic snorting a fright? He paws in the valley, prances proudly, charges at battle weapons, laughs at fear unafraid. He doesn't turn away from the sword. A quiver of arrows flies by him, flashing spear and dagger. Excitedly trembling, he swallows the ground. He can't stand still at a trumpet's blast. At the trumpet's sound, he says, "Aha!" Smells the battle from afar, hears officers shouting, and the battle cry. And our third reading comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 4 through 13. There are different spiritual gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are different ministries, and the same Lord. And there are different activities, but the same God who produces all of them in everyone. A demonstration of the Spirit is given to each person for the common good. A word of wisdom is given by the Spirit to one person, a word of knowledge to another according to the same Spirit, faith to still another by the same Spirit, gifts of healing to another in the one Spirit, performance of miracles to another, prophecy to another, the ability to tell spirits apart to another, different kinds of tongues to another, and the interpretation of tongues to another. All these things are produced by the one and same Spirit who gives what he wants to each person. Christ is just like the human body. A body is a unit and has many parts, and all the parts of the body are one body, even though there are many. We were all baptized by one Spirit into one body, whether Jew or Greek, slave or free, and we all were given one Spirit to drink. This is the word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday and stay dry out there in the rain. I'll see you next time.